Hello friends, this is your Patriot John Adams making another video for Infinity Dollar Bill. Here you can follow me on Twitter at INF Dollar Bill. Get some of these Bitcoin updates. It's one of the best places to see them. If we're looking at the 2-month 6-hour chart here at bitcoincharts.com, you can tell that we just went past $1,200, but it looks like we have a lot more to go. And yes, I did tell you guys to sell here and here, and I didn't really have time to make a video telling you to rebuy back in. But I don't really make hardly anything for giving you guys these updates, and I'm sorry if I had to go to sleep sometimes, but that does happen. If you're looking at the angle of this incline here, you can tell that it is not as steep as we got right there. So this was kind of like not really a false top, but what happened was the events started to change. Right around here is when lots and lots more stuff started to get accepted, or lots more people started to accept Bitcoin. Right around this area is when the Chinese government decided to start accepting Bitcoin. So we see the Chinese government announces that it will accept Bitcoin. Also, a company called China Telecom, I believe it's called, but it's just basically the state telephone service. They are now going to be accepting Bitcoin payments. So this is very huge. China is a massive, massive country, much bigger than America. So any investments, how they get obsessively into their investments, and they started buying houses like crazy when there's no one to put into them. They're going to eventually start doing that with Bitcoin, but right now Bitcoin isn't at the top. I don't think so. And if we need to have any more clarification, we can ask Richard Branson. He is like a billionaire, but let's just see what he has to say under the Fair Use Act. For whatever reason, this is on CNBC.com, but I think they are trying to subvert the US dollar with Bitcoin.
Richard, you're an investor in Bitcoin. What is it that you see about Bitcoin? I mean, some people suggest that Bitcoin's success means that the dollar ultimately has to fail, for example, that this is the equivalent of buying gold.
Well, I wouldn't want to risk saying publicly that it's the equivalent of buying gold. I think that the fact that there's going to be a limited number of Bitcoins out there, and it will ultimately be capped. Unlike normal currencies where governments can print more currencies, gives it a sense of security. But obviously there are risks involved in new ventures like this. It has only been going a year, as you say. It's soared up in value.
It's actually been about 4 years.
There's been spikes and lows. But I think one day it will settle at a price that I personally believe higher than the price it's at today.
So he says that he believes it will settle at a price higher than it's at today, and I don't know. I think it will settle at a price higher than it is today, and then it will, drop down a little bit, and then rise up again and settle at a higher price. Basically, what I think is happening with Bitcoin, this is kind of like the acceptance or the coming online of China using Bitcoin. So as China comes online, uses Bitcoin, along with some other countries like Russia, the more people that use Bitcoin, the higher this will go, and people will start using very small denominations of Bitcoin that, no one will be able to even buy a whole Bitcoin. Well, at some point, not very many people will. But yes, you can tell it looks like we're going much higher. So wait, Richard Branson is now, he's backing Bitcoin. He's an investor in it, he says, and he's also accepting Bitcoin for flights. So, if somehow America becomes worse than China or Russia, then you could pay for your flight in Bitcoin without even paying taxes, and then you could fly to China or Russia and start paying for your rent in China now, and you could buy Subway subs and all types of stuff. So it is possible now to basically get by with Bitcoin. You could have just invested in Bitcoin and pretty much retired by now. You could buy your phone in China but you know, who knows exactly what's going on, guys. But right now it does appear that Bitcoin is headed up and will continue to head up for a very long time. Craziness. But you can check out my Facebook /InfinityDollarBill. This is your Patriot John Adams. Be sure to share these videos, help your friends get into digital currencies, move into the, I don't want to say, New World Order, but this is like a new age where our digital capabilities as citizens has started to override the government's currency powers. We've been in a very ancient state of currency usage. We still use the same technology of currency like that the Romans used. It's essentially the same. Actually, it's even worse almost, because the Romans traded silver and whatnot and gold, but then they started to actually water it down. But we're just trading paper, and then we're watering down our paper. So it doesn't make any sense, guys. It's all about the end. Get your Bitcoins. Definitely get some silver and gold. You can check out the silver prices are starting to come up. But I'll see you guys soon. Take care.